we see a druid versus a warlock. Wow, the warlock wasn't banned. That's pretty rare.
Normally in these matchups, you see warlock get banned a lot in this meta. People just don't want to face that control or the Q block, both very threatening decks.
The thing is, the warlock, it's okay to play against the warlock because if you have triple quest, you're pretty favored. You know, Exodia Mage wins. Quest Druid is like a Malagos version, so it should be able to burn them down in one turn. Quest Rogue's hard if they play the Void Lord, but I'm pretty confident not banning Warlock here.
Fwan doesn't really have many options starting off, though. KGo also not in a very healthy position here. Fwan gonna be able to coin out the Oaken Summons next turn, therefore getting some armor and a minion on the board.
And Kobold Librarian.
This is the interesting about Warlock is no matter how low a Warlock's health gets in the early game, you can never count it as health loss because they have so many ways to get their health back. They have so many ways to cycle through their cards. That's one of the very unique aspects of Warlock here is that no matter how low they get, they're always a threat.
So drawing the Cursed Revenant hurts, or Cursed Disciple, I should say, hurts a little bit there, you know? I think he only runs 4 mana or less minions, so having one in hand means the Oaken Summons won't draw anything out next turn, and it'll look like he's just going to swipe and trade in. You can't really leave that up, but double Doomguard plus Cube and Dark Pact in hand is just, like, that's just insane. That's game over.
In a really difficult position here already, with the Skull of the Minari already on board, and KGo having a really good setup for the hand.
Yeah, like, I don't want to call the game too early, but I don't think he wins. Because you have to get rid of the Mountain Giant here. You can't go down to 20 plus Doomguards is 15 in total, so
what to do?
I put him down to 5? Like, he has to trade into the Giant, but he's still taking 15 without an answer.
He's taking 18 damage with those Doomguards.
Time waits for no one.
Technically,
I'm surprised with this.
No, that's lethal. That's lethal. Sayun? Or not Sayun,
no.
KGo already has lethal.
How? He only goes down to 5, I think.
No. Attack with the Doomguard, attack with the Mountain Giant, Cube. Dark Pact.
Yeah, but that's 15 plus 8 is 20.
Oh, yeah, I know. You're right. That's 5 damage off. That's 5 damage off.
Quick math here.
Quick math.
Quick math. Plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths. Such a great song. And that's pretty much game. There's no spreading play. There's nothing you can do there.
It's just over.
No.
Strong aggression.
Oh, never mind. It is. I thought he was on turn 7, so he could coin at double swipe.
It's strong aggression. Yeah, I was gonna say double swipe might be helpful.
Double swipe would be a full clear if he had coin.
It's a really,
yeah, that's game.
really unfortunate start to this series here. But
yeah, it just shows the true power of Warlock and why you always ban it.
Every challenger I go into, I'm always banning a Warlock. I don't care what you got. I'm banning your Warlock. The only time it ever bites me in the butt is when people Quest Mage. Quest Mage is like the offsuit meta that just kind of screws with people.
Yeah. The problem is when they bring full aggro, you just lose with Quest Mage. Another Doomguard, and yeah,
I can see.
So we see KGo up 1-0, and now he has his priest and his rogue. Twitch chat can hear that and tell me what it is. Okay, so we're seeing Fwan's Warrior, which was banned last game, and it looks like a Fatigue Warrior from the looks of it. Or it might be a Blood Warrior with Commanding Shroud, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably like an Arcane Giant sort of thingy.
Damn, what a prize.
I know.
So we just found out that the prizes for this tournament is that the winner's name will be written on the Van Hurth / the Finley Cup, and the winner will also receive a 1-hour massage from Maticus of Van Hurth.
I don't know if he could pay me to get a massage from him. I don't know if I'm letting him touch me, but you know, these players obviously want it. They're bringing good decks, so.
I mean, for all we know, Maticus might have hands of magic. It's something our contestants here are gonna have to wait and find out.
Exactly, and you get your name written on that trophy, and as you see from the break screen, it's very nicely written. It's just on a nice piece of paper and with a black marker just taped onto the. It's just a beauty to look at.
Oh,
and being part of that historic culture. Oh, I can't imagine it.
Oh, we're getting news here. It was actually printed.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was not a Sharpie.
Speak to me.
So we have the Warrior matchup going on here. Fwan getting the Accolade of Pain here, so that way he can cycle some cards. Also has the Armor Smith to start gaining that armor and potentially putting himself in a position where I think Fwan is in a really good matchup here.
Oh, and that's just beautiful. So much armor and so much. God, that's just.
That's a great play right there. Next level. Next level. Oh wow! Just look at that armor. Definitely worth that loss of 2 health. Just doesn't even matter. It's like, huh? Yeah.
And losing health, but having armor is great, because Alex is much less effective when you have low health but high armor. And for shield slams, it works out really well. Like, it's just all around great to have armor rather than health. You see him trying to bounce the Novice, which is pretty difficult to do. I always find it hard to bounce a 2-mana minion, where a 1-mana minion is just so much easier.
Yeah, later game though, if he gets that Shadow Step kind of is what makes it a little bit more plausible.
Oh, the amount of armor he's going to gain is just atrocious.
Armor made to fit.
Oh.
There's such great draws here. A lot of spells here, making those Arcane Giants very, very threatening here. They're looking pretty tasty to Fwan here. He's looking at those Arcane Giants and thinking, man's not hot.
I hope you like my action.
Man's not hot. I can guarantee that. Yeah, this looks like a pretty rough matchup.
With me,
I think he has double Arcane Giant in hand. Once he's able to drop those, if the quest isn't completed, it's he has the Glacial Shards that he can use to stall, but
KGo, knowing that he can't let this armor get out of control, so he has to do something here.
he needs to take out one of them. Yeah, I guess that's right, because then he could take out the 2-1 with Patches. That's still a lot of armor, like.
Fwan already over 40 health now. Puts himself in a really good position to keep going.
And he could draw 2 cards here, like. That's why having less health but more armor is great. Gets to draw 2 now.
Another Battle Rage.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Really,
I think
trading into the 3-1, really good option here.
like, does it make that big of a difference? You have the armor, and if not, you hit face so you can get the death route. I don't know. I think you should just take the 3-1 out. Like, yeah, seems good.
I
And
hope
we
you
see
like
him
my
now. He's gonna have to
invention.
start bouncing the novice more.
He's already committed into the novice, so now he kind of has to stick with it.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about novice is just it's not the best card to bounce. So
Firefly,
he might play
best bounce.
Zola.
Firefly, best.
Firefly's great.
Yeah.
I actually
best
like
bounce.
Wax Elemental.
Which one?
Wax Elemental.
Oh yeah,
Because it doesn't die instantly. It could take a hit. I don't know.
Quickly.
Honestly, I just use whatever I draw with Mimic Pod.
I hope you like my invention.
And there's a Mimic Pod, okay. And Shadow Step. So next turn he can play that. And play the quest with prep, and this looks pretty good for him.
KGo
Fwan.
really in a decent position for it here.
Yeah, both players look well off in a really weird way. Fwan needs to really start getting those Arcane Giants down and start, making a presence, but... I'm just gonna tank up, I guess. God, I miss the days of just a card true card getting 4 armor a turn. That's just filthy.
Actually, a really good play here. Keeping that Armor Smith alive, he now draws Scourge Lord Garish.
I honestly don't
Garish-
think it's gonna matter. I think it's over. Like, look how big KGo's hand is, and he's gonna complete the quest this turn.
He has the quest to complete. He's gonna be able to prep.
I was really hoping he'd throw a coin out there or something. Yeah, that's...
Waste the prep on a coin.
Oh, I've done that before, I'm not gonna lie.
We now see the 5/5 starting to enter play. This is going to become a really tough position here for Fwan. Even though he's playing Fatigue Warrior, he's in a really difficult position against this aggro.
I should meet you.
I wonder if it's in the Shadow Step any other cards here. Nope, yes. And does he run Sleep with the Fishes? Let's see. He does run Double Sleep, so finding that would be really good here, but it doesn't look like he's going to.
Yeah, not having those sleep pitches is going to be really crippling. It's a lot of aggro to deal with. A lot of board presence. There's not really much answer to this, even with the whirlwinds.
The thing is, he's still doing 20, and then he could bounce those back to full health, and... Well, we'll see. Yeah, he has Brewmaster, Shadow Step, and a Mimic Pod, so that's 2 bouncers with a potential of 3 or 4, so...
I wonder.
This looks pretty unfortunate for Fwan.
KGo definitely showing some really strong presence after his loss against the Jordude.
Drink with me, friend.
And yet, he got double Wax Elemental, which is such a good card.
Definitely going to be a huge help to him here. I mean, Fwan doesn't even really have any outs for this.
Fishes,
I mean,
guess?
Fishes is really his only option. If he doesn't draw Fishes,
But he still
it's gonna make
loses.
this.
He clears the board, but then he just refills. And that is not what you want to see.
No, I'm pretty sure that's game.
What I love about the Wax Elementals, especially in this matchup, is the first bit of damage they take doesn't actually damage them, which means they can't be executed Sleep with the fishes doesn't affect him.
Pain, speak to
So
me.
he's in a really good spot right now. He really needs to try to find that fishes, and he doesn't. He has another try though, and he doesn't. Damn.
And that's looking to be game number. I mean, he could clear some board here, but he just yeah. Fwan knows that that board's just gonna keep refilling, and there's just gonna be a never-ending move on. And I believe eliminate Fwan from the tournament.
You give me strength.
Yeah,
You
the
asked
loser of
for
this
it.
is out of this series, so we see
Fwan-
Quest Mage from. This is a better matchup for Fwan. It's definitely not. I think the Quest Mage is slightly favored, like 55-45. But if the priest can get an early board, it's just really hard to deal with. And especially like Glimmerroot, Kazakis, and Raza all on curve, that looks pretty filthy to deal with.
An incredible discovery!
The Archaeologist will give him the ability to start cycling through some cards out of his deck, reducing the amount of draws that he's going to have to go through in order to get this combo.
I'm curious why Fwan didn't play Open the Waygate on turn 1 there. Like, unless he's trying to conceal the fact that he's Exodia Mage, there doesn't really seem to be a point to doing so. And like, he's brought Quest Druid, Quest Warrior, or Quest Druid, Quest Rogue, and Blood Warrior, so it's sort of like, it's gonna be another Quest deck.
And this isn't one of those decks that you really want to put minions on the board against. Like you want to get that quest done. You want to put that ice block up. You want to put yourself out of a position where this priest is going to just be able to knock you down.
Yeah, there's no real downside to playing the quest turn 1. Like, you tell your opponent what deck you are, but for Raza Priest, it's the same. They have the same agenda no matter what priest it is, or mage it is, sorry. Get Raza, you get Ender when you kill them. It's not like he's trying to throw off his mulligan. The mulligan's already been made, so I don't know why he didn't play the quest there.
I hope you like my invention.
And he plays the Pain now, which I find a little odd. I probably would have saved that for a Doomsayer when he Frost Novas the board or something, but we'll see. I can see him playing Block and then Waygate, or yeah, it's...
Getting that ice block down, definitely the play that he needs to be doing. That ice block is really the best play that this quest mage has against Raza Priest. It keeps him from OTKing him, and definitely delays his ability to bring out the quest. Or sorry, delays his ability to pop the lethal. Sorry.
I think Ruby Spellstone's really strong because or you can take Meteor for removal. Yeah, it's really good on Raza and Glimmerroot. He has 9 cards in hand, so he can't really play Arcane unless he's going to toss the coin. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's just going to play it now.
Yeah, the Meteor is a smart play. It just clears the board, and it gives him that ability to stop the priest from getting his health down, which is essentially what he wants to do here. He wants to keep that ice block up till later game, trying to avoid having even one of those ice blocks popped. The sooner that stuff's popped, the less likely the quest mage is going to win. But
wonder.
the quest mage has cycling options in his hand right now, which gives him some breathing room, especially because Rizaka's Priest is not something that really beats you down too quickly.
So he chose the 1-mana potion, which I think is a smart move. He has a lot of cards in hand, and when they play Cold Light Oracle and you mill your Anduin, you just feel really bad. So I feel like he's definitely going to need to play the spell.
What is haste?
I guess he's debating if he wants to take damage or he wants to take, yeah, he's taking the damage now.
I hope you like my invention.
The end is coming!
I don't know if I like throwing the Doomsayer out there. It's so powerful when it's paired up with a freeze.
Getting the freeze on board, it just stops him from being able to get rid of the Doomsayer. Doomsayer being the biggest problem on the board, stopping the aggression, but he needs his Shadow Word Pain here, and he can just get it right.
He's already played the Pain. He played it on the Arcanologist.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I missed that.
But yeah, we just got
Distracted
nice
for a
while.
minute there.
No excuses, man. No excuses. As I say, it's gonna be Quest Rogue or something. Yeah, I think you just go face. Like, the 1 damage is never gonna affect you, I don't think.
Getting the value out of Lyra here.
And the thing is, there's no answer for it as of right now. And the Doomsayer on board is just weak. And is he really gonna throw out the other? No, he plays Cold Light, right? He makes it hard for him to play spells. So every time he plays a spell, he draws, or he gets a random one, and some of the spells draw cards, so... And if you throw the Doomsayer up, there's nothing preventing KGo to take it out. Whereas if you play Blizzard Doomsayer, you have to make him have another silence effect. Whether he gets it from Lyra, or he gets it from Mass Dispel, which I think he runs.
All the value he can out of this Lyra before potentially losing it. There's a lot of damage on board here.
Yeah, I don't
KGo
think the Lyra's not going anywhere. Oh, that is insane. He almost picked Lyra there, which would have been a bit of a mistake, just because he would have
started. He would have put himself into a point where he would have been burning cards. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Radiant Elemental was a really smart move there on his part.
Getting the damaging hero power, going to Shadow Form, really applying the pressure here. KGo really telling his opponent, "This is it. This is for all the marbles here."
Why did he do that though? I'm confused. He mills the Shadow Word. Like,
because he's just in a position at this point where Fwan's health is so low that it doesn't even really matter.
The end is coming!
And Fwan doesn't have all the combo pieces. He's really making Fwan have to have an answer at this point. There's the Antonidas. Fwan getting himself into a better position here, and only 3 cards away from finishing the quest.
he does have double Sorcerer plus Molten Reflection, but he has 10 cards in hand, which is a wee bit of an issue for him. So now we're going to see him get procced, but
I wonder.
the other Ice Block just made with a Blizzard thrown out, just to empty his hand out a bit. I think he'll be doing alright. Or he might play Conjurer. Yeah, block, Conjurer, and Mirror Image seems pretty strong, just because it helps you out with the quest. And you got the master spell for the Doomslayer, which doesn't really matter.
That Death Rattle, though, adding Kazakas back to your hand, I don't really think it's going to matter at this point, though. Fwan getting really close to his combo, but Fwan's got a full hand, so he's going to be milling his next card.
So we just gotta hope it's not a Simulacrum or a Multi-Reflection, and I think he's good. Why would he play the map? He overdraws there. I don't know.
Hand is too full.
There's the freeze gone.
Yeah, you have to play Conjurer, Ice Block, and the spell. And then you have to hope you draw a Reflection or something, and that could give you the win.
You look very familiar.
This could be it.
My hand is full.
That Psychic Scream would have been very helpful here, actually. He could have cycled that entire board into
Yeah, that would have been
deck.
And we don't see much Quest Mage anymore, so it's not an interaction you really think of, but that's such a strong play. Imagine just drawing a 0-2.
That's how I beat a Quest Mage the other day, to be honest. They were right down to the last few cards, and I just, simple as that, played Psychic Scream, put the entire board into his deck. He conceded right after that, because you kill his draw options. It's one of the reasons Psychic Scream has become such a very strong card in this meta, is that, oh my, the upgraded, now it's a Mind Shatter. That hero power now dealing 3 damage. Could you imagine if Shadow Form and Shadow Reaper Anduin or Anduin actually like stacked? That'd be gross.
So the one thing here is he has the win most likely, unless Fwan draws really well. But he's really misplaying with Lyra. He's casting too many spells. Oh my god. I may take back that I said he almost won. Goes all in on sorcerers.
It's.
He could do it.
Someday I'll be just like you.
What is he? How many spells is he off? He's 2 spells off. He could totally. Oh my god. Oh god.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Wow.
He does it. What a god.
Just makes the quest. And that will be game number 3. Is Fwan manages to save this series.
Jeez, man, like.
And that's it. We are moving on to game number 4 of this series.
So I'm not sure if the Priest could have won that matchup. I feel like if KGo was more cautious with the whole Lyra on board, because he did mill up quite a few cards, and
You win.
I don't know, like, the cards in his hand that he got from Lyra weren't as good as the ones in his deck. It's Blood Warriors, where you get like a bunch of Arcane Giants on the board. This isn't the Dead Man's Hand plus
oh yeah,
Bring It On.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize there wasn't Bring It
They're
On.
very similar. Blood Warriors isn't really a thing, to be
It's
honest.
the Dead Man's Hand that throws me off for sure.
I guess just getting more Arcane Giants, but either way, I'm not really sure how Blood Warriors is supposed to play out. It's sort of like a Grim Patron style deck, where you just get a lot of tempo from damaging your own minions, but...
Oh, let's take a flashback to that meta. Holy...
Oh, I wasn't around back then.
Oh man, it used to take entire turns just to do the animations.
Jeez.
It was one of those decks where you had to have quick maths. Like straight up.
Quick mass. Oh, and he's pointing out...
Do you like to play with
I wonder why he's doing that. Oh, that's just beautiful to see. Wild growth. He
He
played
knows he
Oaken
has to
Summons.
get threats on the board. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. The ramp into he'll probably play Oaken Summons instead of probably won't play Disciple. I guess the good part about Wild Pyromancer is it deals with the Cursed Disciples very easily. He could just play Mind Blast and then heal up his Pyromancer, and it deals with both of the 5/1s.
Mind if I roll knee?
Interesting. We haven't even seen Cthulhu come out of this deck yet.
We haven't seen it have a win, have we? It hasn't won yet, no, because Fwan lost, and this is the deck that he lost with.
He came close to winning with this, but he lost.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'd like to see it get a win.
No. Jordude, he did win one game against Jordude, I'm pretty sure, with this deck. And that's what we were saying. It was nice to see the quest come off meta and actually pull a win.
Oh yeah, it did. You're right.
I hope you like my invention.
I don't know. He won, I think. Yeah, I'm confused on myself. Too much Hearthstone casting tonight. But right now I'm
KGo just tried to get that pressure on.
I'm not sure why he's not really trading. Like, you draw with the Loot Hoarder. Like, I don't really see a downside to trading, especially when he pushes 10 and you're pushing 4. And he has Dark Araco, or whatever you want to call that. Like, he completes the quest this turn. Which is insane.
And next turn, Barnabas comes out, and that's a really early Barnabas.
Yeah, last turn we saw it on the turn 7 for the Druid, which was turn 5, I think, for the deck he was facing. So the Cursed Disciples plus Oaken Summons are just filthy. And then he's just gonna have to full clear, I guess, and
Really smart move on his part. Knowing that Barnabas coming out next turn, he's like, all right, like,
we
I
gotta
either have
minimize
to
the
clear this
damage.
board or I'm gonna have too many issues to deal with.
I honestly think this game's already over, though. You just play Barnabas and Wild Growth, and you set up for Branching Paths with Faceless. Like, this is just filthy. Let me check his deck lists. Druid.
Just Faceless and Wild Growth, and hope there isn't a turn 7 Psychic. Fwan definitely showing the tournament and his opponent here the way of the jungle.
I wonder.
Yeah, Monsanto recently, he went 7-0 in Copa today with, yesterday and today with Jungle Giants Druid. He brought a really wacky lineup. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here, but it was really neat to see. It's great. Monsanto always brings those different decks. Yeah, he brought Quest Druid, Quest Rogue, Quest Mage, and Combo Priest. So almost the same lineup as Fwan, except no Blood Warrior.
An interesting deck I've really been liking in this meta is the N'Zoth Paladin. Seun used that in his Copa lineup, and damn, I really like the N'Zoth Paladin. It definitely takes people off guard because they don't expect N'Zoth at all. And we're gonna see the Meligos here for 0 cost.
Oh, that's just
This
beautiful.
is actually becoming quite the scary hand.
Yeah, Seohun went full control. Control Mage, Control Lock, Raza Priest, and the Zoth Pally. And he went 8-0 along
Oh my
with
god.
ZLS JS.
What I see?
Hmm?
A faceless manipulated Meligos.
Yeah, that's what you do. You faceless your Mally, and then you just go ham face.
That is gross. I've never seen this deck in play. This is the
14,
first time I've
26.
actually seen this deck in play.
He doesn't have lethal though. That's the. Oh, you see, I don't like that. See, he kills his own minion, but he gets the card. I don't know. Yeah, you look. You want to have lethal. You don't want to get messed up by second screen here. And that's.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, it's a pretty filthy deck.
The Coon, just everything that he needs right now. Not taking any chances, waiting until his next turn so he can just start applying the assault and potentially back KGo into the position of setting this series 2-2.
That'd be great.
Actually do it. KGo in a really difficult position here. Gonna throw down the Lyra in hopes that he can fish something out to answer the oncoming assault.
And if you look over in the Twitch chat, we see Siohun and Mansion having a nice little talk there to themselves. One Toronto player, one Vancouver player, just having a bit of fun there. And I promised I'd ask Siohun if Ginky could get a little bit of an autograph from him, because I know that he's a big fan,
Oh, already going, all celebrity status on him. He hasn't even been in the chat for a few minutes, and here we go, going all celebrity status. No, I'm just...
Oh no, Ginky.
Faceless manipulator, the Lyra.
Why? That's... What?
Because he's getting the spells, he's looking for damaging spells. If you get a Mind Blast out of that... And now he has the Cthulhu. And
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, Mali with Swipe is just so much more effective.
I don't know, he has a lot of threats that he can throw down on board here. Cthulhu being a really good answer to anything big that could come down on board. Oh, what did he get from the Mind Visions? Oh, wow. The Cthulhu.
No, Kun the Forgotten King.
Oh, he got Kun? Okay, I thought you said Cthulhu.
To be fair, they do sound very alike, and the cards are side by side, so...
Too bad that zero cost doesn't transfer.
That'd be great.
That'd be terrible.
And we haven't seen an ultimate infestation yet, which is pretty good.
Gonna be getting rid of the Lyra. It's a smart play there. But, ooh.
Oh, that's great. Denying him the card draw. The Shadow Word Horn. I feel like dropping Cthulhu isn't a bad idea.
He doesn't want to waste his resources here in case he gets Psychic Screamed or Anduin, but at the same time, you'd think that if he was gonna play Anduin, it'd already be down by now.
Yeah, the longer you wait, the quicker they can kill you. I don't know. I guess he feels safe with Malfurion in hand. He could always just armor up, crap load each turn, knock off just the card True Heart sort of thing. But yeah, I guess he's thinking without Raza or Anduin in hand, he's kind of safe right now.
We have to think too, just because his minions are big and cost 0, doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to overcommit them and play them all, right? Like, if he plays them all, he just sets himself up for potential disaster. We're gonna have Coon here. And Valen, that's gonna be a really strong play. Mind Blast. We have a really strong play here coming from KGo, just trying to push it down.
Just drop Malian UI on the Velen. He's going face?
The Cthulhu, he's trying for the Cthulhu lethal, I think.
Cthulhu plus Moonfire for lethal?
Your nightmare.
And that's it right there.
Fwan goes
Fwan
back
manages
2-2.
to tie the series 2-2. In a major upset. KGo is sitting there wondering what just hit him.
You give me strength.
Victory or death!
Well, Fwan's... Oh. KGo has Anduin in hand, which is always nice.
I don't want to jump the gun here, but I'm gonna put this in favor of KGo. I that's my prediction. I think KGo's gonna come out on top of this.
I don't see how the warrior really wins it. Like, they get all their arcane giants, but there's Scream,
I hope you like my invention.
there's Dragonfire, if it gets
There's
buffed
just
by
too many
Balm,
answers for
and
the
Anduin,
warrior.
yeah. And he can mask the spell, which you usually don't keep, but knowing it's Blood Warriors where they could have that, you know, Armorsmith, Acolyte, Pyro sort of shenanigans, it seems like a pretty reasonable keep.
On starting off with the armor, getting himself into a little bit more of a comfortable position, getting that early armor start.
Now dropping the Acolyte will be nice.
KGo, Power Shield, the Novice Engineer, just to get a body on the board and get that card cycle. Followed by the Acolyte of Pain by Fwan, both looking for that card cycle.
And he chooses Mask the Spell over the Silence, which I find to be a little interesting.
In his defense, it gives him the card cycle, it eliminates the card draw. I think it's a comfortable play this early in the game. Especially because it's not like Fwan has any bodies on the board that he needs to worry about, so I think that Silence is a safe play.
Like, I definitely would have silenced it. I think I just would have used the 0 mana Silence, just so you could get a Glimmer Root on the board. We could even drop Arcanine Soul Priest. But, so Gnomish Inventor draws Raza, so he has that on 6 plus Anduin on 8, and that's pretty crazy. With the here it has Velen, Smite, he has the Silence he could play. Just needs Mind Blast, and that's pretty much game.
I thought he was gonna deadman the coin, and I was like, that is not something you want to draw.
Yeah. Now we just see Raza come out. Yeah, this pretty much looks over, I think.
With Raza on turn 6, like, even though he's not on curve, it's still early enough. He's going into the next turn, or he's going into turn 8 with Anduin. Like, he is... KGo has a really strong position here in this matchup, and it's going to be really hard for Fwan to stabilize. Fwan does have the Skulking Geist, though, which can...
I think he drops Geist here, yeah.
What now?
The thing is,
He does
Raza...
get rid of quite a few options here. What were you going to say?
Raza is great in control mirrors, even if you don't get him on turn. As long as you get him by turn 9, you're good. Because you could always play Anduin 8 and Raza 9, because you don't kill your own Raza that way. So even that you didn't get to play him on 5, there's no board. It's great with tempo, because you can drop him, trade, and then heal up your minion that you traded with for free. But this game looks real. I think you would just play Glimmer Root here. Yeah.
See what you can pull out of your opponent's deck.
What card
But
would you
again,
want
there-
from his deck?
I was just gonna say there aren't very many options when it comes to a warrior like this. I mean, shield block for the draw.
Dead Man's
even
Hand.
another Acolyte of Pain. A Dead Man's Hand, even. Yeah, Dead Man's Hand would be a good card.
Embrace.
I don't really see it. He doesn't have any spells that damage. He used the Pyromancer, but like no Whirlwind.
I'm a little curious as to why he didn't go face with Raza. I feel like he has enough bodies on the board that Geist shouldn't really have been an issue for him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Not really sure why. Maybe, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a good reason to leave it up, but I think he has to play Pyro plus Accolade and some few spells here. He can play Coin and Battle Rage, draw a ton of cards that way.
Pain, speak to me.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's true. I think you can play Fishes there, don't you? Like,
Fishes probably would have been a more stable play, clearing the board.
she takes 8 damage now.
Yeah, KGo just open to assault some damage here on the warrior, bringing him out of armor reach. And there goes the Anduin. Now we start to see the downward spiral for Fwan here. Once Anduin comes out, it's kind of hard to recover from that, especially with zero hero power. Raza into Anduin is just a very strong play and really hard to come back from, especially after burning a card. Like, the last thing this warrior wants is to be burning any resources.
Job's done.
Yeah, this just...
Let the pain speak to me. Blessed be this funnel cake.
And that's not what you want to see either.
I don't feel like there's many options here for Fwan.
And the thing is, he could drop his Arcane Giants, but Scream just puts them back in deck, and Velen is...
What now?
Velen is lethal next turn, I think? 2... 16... No, not lethal, but close to it.
You're getting pretty close to that point where lethal's gonna start to become a
And he's...
worry here. And giving that draw, I don't really... Just giving KGo more answers. This man's hand, not a terrible option here. Giving KGo another draw.
Why?
Filling the hand with resources, which is not what he wants to do against the Raza Priest this late into the game. KGo really thinking about his options here. With so many in hand, it's really hard to decide which avenue to go down.
At last.
I thought it was Kazakus for one. You just want the damage. Damage sets up lethal.
You want the one cause, especially because you can also set up Lyra as well, and Lyra can also just spiral out of control.
He didn't get it there. Wow. Odds are getting really low that you don't get a... you don't get any sort of... He didn't get AoE or... direct damage.
Gonna be able to start setting up lethal though.
It is lethal, I'm pretty sure.
Honor made to fit.
No, he's gonna start gaining armor here.
How? He gets what? He only gets 3. 23, so that's...
Oh man, those giants would have been a little bit more scary later on. And with that, I think you might be right.
It is, I'm pretty
It
sure.
may just be lethal. Yeah. No, it is. That's lethal. That is game. KGo will be moving on.
Let's see if he, figures it out.
If
Doing
he
the
can
math.
find lethal.
See, the problem is he needs to count it, make sure, because if he like goofs up in this game, he doesn't get that back massage, and that 1 hour that's what they're fighting for. They don't care about the trophy. They don't care about their name.
They just want that back massage from Matt.
They just want to be touched.
Yeah,
They lack the touch.
They lack the lay on hands.
The paladin puns.
The shadows grow short.
So with that, KGo goes up 3-2. Oh my! Oh yeah, he has it still.
You are not the boss.
I was about to say.
I thought he goofed. No, he did goof. Oh my god, he missed.
Yeah, and he should have played the Malkazar first, and then played the circle.
God.
It's still in.
Made to
KGo really starting to realize. You can see it in his face. He's like, I just messed up there. But thankfully,
I don't know the guy, but I feel bad for him.
KGo is still in a position to take this game.
Yeah, that's game. Lucky, but
Fwan playing it out.
Could
Does
Twitch
it mean-
chat please give him a little bit of a roast? Like,
Behold the glory of a new sun.
with that he goes up 3-2. You see Fwan smiling at. It's good that he's having fun, that he just got knocked out.
And KGo will be advancing in the bracket.